Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
With Bill Trew and Emma Priestley, CEO of Goldstone Resources Ltd, which is an AIM-listed gold explorer in Africa, with us today. Good afternoon to both of you.
Good afternoon, Rob.
Good afternoon, Rob.
Hi. First question I'm going to ask, Emma, you've recently stated that you're in the process of accelerating development at your flagship Akrokerri-Homase Gold Project. Could you explain how you're looking to achieve this and when you think the initial production could be delivered?
I can indeed, thank you. Look, Rob, Goldstone's been through some dramatic changes this last 18 months. Part of that change was bringing Akrokerri Gold in and BCM. And they are going to be the reason for the change in accelerating the development. These two companies are renowned for being profitable producers. They have quite worldly expertise, which Bill will come to shortly. But on the projects we've got ourselves here at Akrokerri-Homase, we've been a bit slow these past few months, but we've been laying the foundations for the work that's going to be coming. And as we all know, when you build a house, the foundations are always the slowest bit, and then suddenly the house springs up overnight. We've got 600,000 ounces, and within that 600,000 ounces that's delineated as a JORC resource, we do have some pretty good grades in there. And then we've got the Akrokerri deposit, which is not included in that 600,000 ounces. And the bonanza grades that we've got in Akrokerri is going to be the thing that carries us forward. When we're looking at initial production, we are aiming here for between 18 to 24 months that we will be in production at these two sites.
Okay. And Ghana and the Ashanti region in particular, it's a hotspot for gold exploration and development companies. Can you give us a brief summary of who is operating in your area?
Yes, I certainly can. Our neighbour, which is really the only producer within the vicinity of our projects, is AngloGold Ashanti. And they, to this date, are the largest listing on the New York Stock Exchange, in fact, in the world. With their 70 million ounce deposit, which has been continuously mined for, I think it's nearly 200 years. AngloGold has still got 42 million ounces underground, of which they have recently announced about 4 months ago that they will be reopening that mine, and they've committed to $500 million to getting that speedily along the way. So we have to remember that our licenses, our concessions, were actually part of Anglo's ground, which obviously they gave up in 2002 when the licenses fell into what is today Goldstone. Okay.
Bill, turning to you as the largest shareholder of Goldstone Resources and lately the appointed chairman of the company, what initially attracted you to the company?
We've actually been looking around the world over some 15, 16 years for gold opportunities, some of which we actually took up. Notably Oxus Gold some years ago, which we developed from a early stage production company into a major producer of gold. And my job is to find additional opportunities, which we did in between in Asia and in Kazakhstan and some in Africa. We were looking for a gold project that we felt could take a exploration company controlled by geologists into a gold producing company run by engineers. And Goldstone attracted us because of its position in Ghana, being right next to AngloGold Ashanti, and some of the historical results that have been achieved by the previous explorers in the region and on the actual properties, Biram Goldfields, Pan-African Gold. We felt there was a real opportunity to come into profitable production in a very short period of time. And we believed we obviously had the competence and the resources to do this. My team is actually made up of engineers exclusively, BCM International, who are actually miners in Ghana, to see whether Ghana in particular and this property could meet all of our parameters for a successful early stage gold mining company. And we felt it could. Then we actually spent a number of months actually doing a deal, which was obviously announced last year. And then post that, we've actually spent the time reviewing the project such that we can get it into a position to announce the start of what we hope will be a very profitable future for our shareholders.
So, how will your experience in particular drive development towards production then?
Well, we've built a number of gold mines around the world, some of the largest. We've actually been involved in mines that are well known to a number of investors. We built mines like Yatela in Mali. We worked on Rand Gold projects such as Syama, Sadio Leil. We've done a lot of stuff in Kazakhstan. We actually built from scratch 3 gold mines in Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan for Oxus. And we completed the rebuild of mines in the Philippines, 2 mines in the Philippines. And so bottom line is we expect to do exactly the same year. And that is bring a mine into production in the shortest possible time.
Okay. Your passport must be full of stamps with all that travelling.
Yes, actually, that is a problem. It really is interesting.
Oh, good. Okay. For the investors, this question then about key milestones over the next few weeks. What should they be looking out for? And if we can get some information about what you expect the development schedule to be over the next 2 years?
Between now and the end of the year, which is the key focus, because that's really where the main development is this year. Look, we're going to be accessing the Akrokerri, the old Akrokerri mine. As we've stated in the press releases, it was abandoned in 1911 due to an inrush of water. So, of course, today's technology, we can take care of those things. And we're really hoping to be in there pretty soon. We're clearing out the old shafts as we speak. And then next is the old Homase pit, which was formerly mined by AngloGold Ashanti in 2002. And we expect to be back in there, the water drained out and developing a long strike in that mine. So we've got 2 very key milestones to be done before the end of the year.
So looking at the longer term plan, what is that for Goldstone?
The longer term plan for Goldstone is that we've got 2 key projects here, Akrokerri and Homase. We've got 600,000 ounces delineated on one of those. And Akrokerri, with its bonanza grades, it is open-ended, that opportunity there. We've got enough on our plate here to get these 2 significant projects into production. And, it's something that, look, sure, we'll start off at about 30,000 ounces a year, but obviously we want to be drastically increasing that. I mean, we've got Obuasi next door to us who was producing significantly more when they were in full production. We are part of their same structure. So long-term plan, let's focus on what we've got. Let's get these 2 licenses in production because the market's been waiting for this for many years. And then once we've got that going, let's see what happens.
Great. Emma and Bill, thank you for taking the time to talk to us and share talk, and hopefully we'll hear from you in the near future.
Hope so. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Have a nice day.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.